Hello friends, the new case, one of my favorite problems in the chapter of probability, and frankly speaking this is not a basic level problem, it is somewhat a high level problem but not so much hard, so I have included it in the segment of basics of probabilities. And the problem given is there are 4 females and some males in a group. 4 females and some, the number of males is missing in a group. The probability of selecting 2 females from this group or the group is 2 by 15. Find out the number of males in the group. The probability of selecting 2 females from this group is available, 2 by 15. Now we know that to calculate any probability we should have 2 things. First, favorable number of cases, and second, total number of possible cases. Favorable outcomes and total possible outcomes. What can be the favorable outcomes of selecting 2 females from this group? And what can be the total number of possible outcomes of selecting 2 females from this group? Let us first calculate or try to calculate these 2 and see what happens. So, number of possible outcomes. That is 2 females out of 4 can be drawn in 4C2 ways. That is 4 factorial upon 2 factorial into 4 minus 2 factorial. That is 4 into 3 into 2 factorial upon 2 factorial means 2 into 1, and another 2 factorial will remain as it is because we can cancel it with the 2 factorial in the numerator, and 2 can be cancelled against 4 by 2. 2 into 3, it comes to 6. So the favorable outcomes for this particular event comes to 6. Now total number of possible outcomes. Total number of possible outcomes. 2 out of, say, n number of persons in the group are selected. 2 out of n, that is NC2. Sorry, 2 out of n. NC2. That is n factorial upon 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial. That is n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. N minus 2 factorial can be cancelled. So ultimately total number of outcomes are n into n minus 1 upon 2. Now we cannot go further, but something we have. Now probability of selecting 2 females from this group will be 4C2 upon NC2. We have the simplified version of these two, 6 upon n into n minus 1 upon 2. We know that the denominator of the denominator becomes the multiple of the or cofactor of the numerator. So it comes to 12 upon n into n minus 1. But we already have the probability of selecting 2 females. That's why we are going to show all these calculations. That means ultimately the equation is 2 by 15 equals to 12 by n into n minus 1. We want to find out the value of n from this equation. Let us make n into n minus 1 this subject. So n 2 into n minus 1 equals to 12 into 15. 2 will go as a denominator on the opposite side. So n into n minus 1 equals to 12 into 15 upon 2. That is the latest version of the equation. Now these two are consecutive numbers. Let us write them in order from lower to higher. So it will be n minus 1 into n equals to 12 into 15 is 180 divided by 2 is 90. So ultimately the equation is n minus 1 into n equals to 90. That means the product or multiplication of two consecutive numbers is 90. Now if the product is with single zero, we can say that any of these two are either 10 or multiple of 10. So if we believe that any one of these two is 10, another should be 90 divided by 10, that is 9. 9 and 10, two are consecutive numbers. So we were in search of these two numbers. So n comes to 10. That means total number of members or persons in the group is 10. So 10 equals to number of females plus number of males. That means 10 equals to 4 plus number of males. Therefore, number of males in the group should be 10 minus 4, that is 6. This is the final answer. Now mind well, wherever you face this kind of question, never ever assume that let the number of males be x or n or so and so. In this very kind of problems, always first assume the total number of, say, persons, members, whatever the case may be. It can be asked as a number of balls or number of flowers or number of cards, whatever the object the examiner has taken. Always first assume the total number, not a particular segment. Find first of all the total number and then find the answer of the main question. Always, please always follow this pattern of solving such kind of problems. That's it. Thank you very much.